r/ForeverAlone. Different_party_2218 says. People are just so cruel now. I don't know if this is a more recent thing due to internet and social media, but people are just so cruel. No, I don't want to hear about how delusional I'm for not thinking that everybody is so wonderful and amazing happy bows of sunshine. I swear 95% of people I've met in this life, well in the last 5 to 10 years especially, have been so terrible and cruel. The only people I've been able to meet were people who led me on, people who toyed with my emotions and took advantage of me, people who set me up with all these fake promises and expectations only to just flake out randomly and ditch me like trash, people who made the meanest jokes at my expense or put me down, people whose mood towards me changes like the weather, people who judged me for the most ridiculous superficial things beyond my control. People who said the meanest, most disrespecting things about my hobbies and interests and livelihood. People who forgot about me the second they met someone better. People who dig for topics to disagree with me on. People who refuse to take any responsibility or accountability for their harmful actions. Overall, people who only cared about using me as their little pawn to feed their ego. A lot of people are just flat out mean and have zero qualms about it. And then people say I'm the bad guy because I've been hurt so much and I have zero friends. Because people just love judging others based on their cover. It just really fricking sucks. Nobody is interested in building an actual productive connection. I keep asking myself what I'm doing to deserve this, but I don't know. I try my hardest to be kind to people, but they only see it as a weakness and see me as an easy target to take advantage of. I try to be there for friends, but they just take it for granted and act like me trying to interact with them and ask them what they're up to more than one damn time a month is some kind of obsessive neediness. If I try to be there for people, they push me away. But if I try to close myself off, people think I'm rude and stuck up and want nothing to do with me. Nobody ever tries to actually be my friend. I always feel like I'm putting in all the effort and legwork for other people and never getting anything back. It sucks. And then people wonder why I'm so jaded after being hurt by everyone I ever let close to me. I can't even bring myself to associate with people. All I wanted was to be loved. And this is just a supplementary note, but even just when I look around, people just act so obnoxious. I'm sick of people with overly obnoxious loud ass exhausts, people who blast their shitty music as if anyone cares to hear it, lousy neighbors who litter everywhere, people who don't pick up after their dogs, drivers who road rage for the pettiest reasons, brandishing weapons and mowing down pedestrians without caring. Up stories in the news, public freakouts and entitled Karens, girls on social media harshly mocking and judging dudes for the most shallow material shit, people who mean mug and pick fights for no reason. Like what the frick is wrong? Anatherguy 783 says. Social media changed everything. It's like it made people more obnoxious and now everything seems to be about putting yourself over as the best person. It also has led to the demand of instant gratification, since that's what social media gives now. 10 years ago things were bad, but they are tame compared to now. You can't even look in someone's direction or try to tell someone no if you are on the worker end of customer service jobs. They are right 100% of the time and there is no other answer. Karens keep getting their way, so they keep acting up. If they were told no, they would calm down, but people give up with them, so they are used to people giving in, since they don't want to get in trouble. Intelligent_plan 71 says. Civilization is a thin line, and it takes a really prosperous society to be high functioning. Just a little degradation in things like supporting mental health, housing homeless, controlling animals' populations, infrastructure upkeep and trash collection go flying out the window. Crime, both petty and violent, go through the roof. And people take note of these changes and act accordingly. The niceties that would once be given a little bit of attention and time disappear as people devote all of their time into survival through making money through any means, keeping that money, even if they have to rip people off. This is where we are, and we are headed down. It's not going to get any better. People will become more desperate, the value of human life will fall, morals will be abandoned as people look out for themselves and themselves only. Babumaki 101 says, humanity is just getting worse. I think social media made everyone's brain frick ed up. Adventurous _trust 689 says, no, it's not a more recent thing. It's been like this since the beginning of time. In my lifetime, as far back as I can remember, I come across mostly evil degenerates and everything else like you describe. There's an extremely small number of genuinely good people. I've had limited interaction with them. There's a lot of insanity, cruelty, disrespect. Wrong values are being frick ed into our brains daily. Life used to be easier decades ago. Overpopulation, mass retardation, dumbing down of population, and many other problems which society creates for itself don't make life any easier. That's why I segregate and isolate myself from all. I ended up in a place where loud music, loud shitboxes, aggressive mental drivers aren't acceptable. Still, they are invasive species and the dumb population is afraid to enforce their right to quiet enjoyment. Hopefully nature will soon cleanse itself of them, because humans don't lift a finger. Then they are forced to flee. Hopeful _donut 4790 says, completely agree. Society nowadays feels rotten. My dad asks his students what do they want to be when they grow up. 15 out of 16 girls tell him they want to be supported by a rich boyfriend or be an influencer. There's just no taboos anymore. People can be as petty, as cruel, as insulting as they can be. Just look at Twitter, here on Reddit, the constant groupthink and bullying. Shaming people for nothing. Good relationships, romance, care, friendship aren't valued as much, or are seen as weak. It's ridiculous. We just see everyone as a means to an end. Frick everyone 120 says, I think people have always been cruel. It's not a recent thing. Eat flesh drink blood says, modern social media has made everything worse. I'm really trying my best right now to stay out of negative internet spaces. I'm really starting to get serious about trying to break out of my fast status and have been doing some self-reflecting of how I got here. And I really feel consuming modern social media has been a big part of it. It helped skew my perception of the world and how people are. Also, a little advice to any other guys trying to break their fast status. Stay out of all the dating subs on Reddit. I joined them a couple months back to get advice, but it only made me feel worse. A lot of so-called alpha males run those places and love to tear people down. r/ForeverAlone. Igor _Goffman says, all my school bullies are now successful people. All my school bullies are now successful people. 2 of them have successful businesses, although they are only 25 years old, and income far exceeding that of their average peers, and all of them have beautiful girlfriends or wives, and appear to be quite happy people. At the same time, I'm an absent-minded, awkward, balding, lonely autist with a dead psyche, and no chance for a normal life. But even if I were a completely normal person now, I still could not achieve the level of life success of my school bullies. I can't accept this, and I want to end up like the protagonist of the film Gladiator, taking revenge and cutting out their sadistic genes from the human gene pool, although I understand that this is technically absolutely impossible. Konstantin Mihailovic says, of course they are. Difficulty with my life says, they say it takes a bit of psychopathy to be a big businessier, so that tracks. Babumaki 101 says, I'm still in high school and all my bullies are successful in life, even the ones who don't study. They all have friends and dates, they all go to parties, they all have everything they could ever want, while I'm here rotting like the villain of movie. Thunderjack says, bullies always get what they want. They just have those masculine qualities and aren't afraid to speak their mind. High qualities to the regs in today's society. That and they know how to put people in their place, a la bullying us. Nerd 2012 says, bullies are always successful. Many people think bullies are the big mean asshole wearing a black jean jacket like a Disney show. No. They're your genetically superior successful individuals who look down upon you, outcast you, and ridicule you. My bullies in high school were members of the basketball team, super tall, athletic, good looking, and smart, and girls who were so pretty they thought they were above everybody. Me being the awkward, short chubby gay guy, I was prime real estate for bullying. I had to reactive my stupid Facebook to promote a business, and of course, I see all my peers and bullies with families, money, and success. I know your pain, man. It sucks being the genetically inferior types like us. We just have to play the hand our wonderful God dealt to us. Ambitious _twist _9809 says, not true for me. 2 of my bullies went hunting, and one accidentally killed the other with a shot dead center in the back of the guy's bald and shining head. It was ruled an accident and the remaining guy has been drugging himself because of guilt and in and out of jail all the time. I think maybe 10 people in all of my graduating class of 400 may have success above and beyond. Also about half of my graduating class is dead and the rest are in prison, many for life, or drug addicts or dealers. Class 2004 Ocon. Lambdulum77 says, the vast majority of mine are fatter and uglier than me today. It appears karma was, sort of, on my side. I'm sorry for you. Keelaza says, bloody tears. My one and only friend ghosted me 2 years ago, now is successful. Frick them. Why do I deserve to have my one life lived in misery while everyone else gets to enjoy the damn thing? If not perfectly, then at such a higher standard? I have some serious questions for God, if he is real. Then again, he might just throw me into hell and let in everyone who ever pissed on me. Frick. I was created as vermin. Thelos Goranoisasal says, lol's the absolute opposite for me. I'm 90% sure all of my bullies are either dead, in jail, or impoverished. Ugly people will ruin your life cause they never have anything beautiful in it. I know most of them didn't even pass high school, so yeah, life's gonna be a rough road for them, but it's a rough road for all of us, just some of us have the grit to ride it all the way through. Ancient Length 8844 says, my high school bully is in federal prison for meth distribution. Adventurous _trust 689 says, why is it impossible? It's possible. And Jern Anxiety says, media keeps showing us how bullies peak in high school because it makes a good comeback story for the bullied. In reality, bullies, not all, are just stronger and will take any opportunity that arises. They learn to be tough at a young age and then learn to tame that animal when they get older. I think it's just another example of Darwinism and we are the weak. RIP. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.